moral caution. Only a few years earlier, William Masters and Virginia Johnson warned that AIDS could be transmitted via a toilet seat. 1,156 Pennsylvanians died of the disease the year before. In February, Jean White, whose teenage son Ryan had died after becoming infected during a blood transfusion, addressed an audience at nearby Elizabethtown College. People need to be educated about AIDS to understand the disease and how it is transmitted, wrote the editors of the local paper. AIDS is a frightening disease, but with education and awareness, people can learn how to take precautions against AIDS and to treat those who are HIV positive as real people, not as monsters. Queer Pennsylvanians, trans Pennsylvanians disproportionately, were the targets. It was believed that AIDS dripped off the walls of the Tally Ho Tavern on Lancaster's West Orange Street. The city's queer bookstore, The Closet, would be bombed twice that summer. The second time, after the proprietor had been shot at, 4 sticks of dynamite leveled the store, blowing a hole straight through the back wall. The rainbow flag in the window was partially incinerated. State police are assigned to cases large and small, pressing and inconsequential, in jurisdictions that lack their own police departments. Such was the case in Raffo Township. The Criminal Investigations Unit, considered the elite members of the troop, handled everything from criminal mischief to murder. It was a one-stop shop. Jay Musser, a tall, fresh-faced officer with bangs cut straight across his forehead, was off duty that Sunday afternoon. He arrived at the rest area at milepost 265.2 to find his colleagues already at work. He'd been a trooper for 10 years and was part-time SWAT, which meant, his boss would say with admiration, he wasn't prone to negotiation. Musser was a member of Troop J, charged with southeastern Pennsylvania's Lancaster and Chester counties, and this was his territory. It was a lonely, forgettable stretch of road. The last incident that raised an eyebrow occurred 13 years earlier, when the white Lincoln ferrying Governor Milton Shapp, and driven, as it happened, by a trooper, was logged doing 19 miles an hour over the speed limit. A dead, naked man with visible chest and back wounds, found in a trash barrel on the turnpike about 30 feet back from the road, was a significant event in these parts. A few years earlier, Musser was subject to a modicum of press coverage for his involvement in the case of the Amish Hat Bandit. As recounted by the Associated Press, a middle-aged man from Kirkwood, a little farming town, claimed that 2 assailants, one carrying a gun, broke into his and a nearby relative's home and stole nearly 20 of his family's hats, valued at several $100s. The state police were called in. They suspected he had pilfered the hats himself, in part because he wasn't in church when they'd gone missing. But there was little proof. Musser, however, deployed an interrogation method that exploited the man's religiosity. "You look me straight in the eye," he told the perpetrator, "and swear to God that you didn't take them hats, and I'll believe you." Unable or unwilling to do it, the hat thief confessed. But the larger Lancaster County had seen worse. In 1990, there were 13 homicides. Most of those occurred in the city of Lancaster. Beyond those borders, however, things tended to be more peaceful. "Nothing but forest and farmland," as Musser put it. To murder a man and leave him here, at mile marker 265.2, where there was nothing around but road, trees, and sky, was strange. "This ain't like New Jersey, where the mafia is dumping bodies," noted a trooper. Musser, in 7 years on the Criminal Investigations Unit, had seen only one other dead body, a stillborn baby left by the side of the road in Amish country. He tended to compose himself well, not betray his emotions. In later years, he would fall apart only once on account of the job's horror.